Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, polo fans around the world watching on Polo Line TV. Welcome to the UAE Polo Federation Cup, sponsored by Century Financial. And we're getting into the last stages of the qualifications now before going through the semi-finals. 2 games today. The first one is Lamar Polo versus UAE Polo. So out of our 4 teams playing today, actually all of them have won their first game. The tournament is still wide open with a lot of teams still in this. Just the one team not in it anymore who's had 2 losses. All the other teams are still in it. We have Lamar, Abu Dhabi, UAE, AM, Habtor, Bindrai, Al Basha and Bangash and Noon. So this game, though, first of all, Lamar Polo. And number 1, Juan Guerrero, scored 7 goals in his first game. Number 2, Simon Roller. At 3, Ryan Al-Ajaji. And at the back, Javier Chulo Guerrero of 6 goals. For the UAE, at 1, Her Royal Highness Sheikh Meta. At 2, Rishi Ben Sali. At number 3, Juan Cruz Gallegos. And at the back, watch out for Luquín Monteverde, playing of 7. So we've got umpiring out there. We've got the world-class English umpires Peter Wright and Howard Smith. And up watching from third man is Santiago Torreguitar. So let us know where you're watching, and we'll give you a shout out if we can get round to them. We know people are watching from all over the world, and this is a fantastic tournament, one of the most prestigious tournaments in the UAE, the UAE Polo Federation Cup, very kindly sponsored this year by Century Financial. You can watch and keep up with the games and all the gossip on Polo Line OK on Instagram and Facebook. We're Polo Line Int, and they play the games live on YouTube, Polo Line TV. So about to get underway. All the players and the umpires are on the field. We'll have the throw in any moment. Chulo, the number 4, Chulo Guerrero, is on a beautiful grey horse called Nena. Watch out for Nena. And she'll come back later on, no doubt. It's one of his best ones. Sheikh Meta is on Nympha. Incredibly well mounted, the UAE Polo team, of course. Here we go. Ball is out of the line out, and it's straight to the man we were going to watch as Luquín Monteverde turns it round on the near side. Silky, silky skills. Now he's on the offside, and he's on the attack. Takes this one deep into the corner before unleashing and under the neck. Doesn't quite get the angle, and sort of a front edge goes over the line, over the back. So Luquín Monteverde, he's the one they're going to have to shut down. Lamar did so much damage the other day, made it look easy. He's coming out of the 40 goal, playing the 12 goal, so this must feel like instructional chuckers for him. So Nena and Chulo Guerrero will bring it in, the number 4 for Lamar. Had a good win in their first game versus Bangash. He plays a little shot forward to his brother. The 2 of them linking up so beautifully. His brother then leaves it for Chulo. He's turning around. Watch how his brother Juan is blocking for him, giving Chulo the room to finally find that space. He saw Luquín coming toward him, so he knew the best thing to do was to get it as far away from him as possible. Hits it up forward, but Sheikh Meta is there in defense. She cuts a good shot out to the side as well, riding Nympha. Coming back onto it. Oh, it's picked up, though, by Luquín. Seems to be everywhere already. Can read the game so well as well. Gets to the play before it even arrives. Well played from Shaker to pass up to the pro. It's always good when the patrons pass to the pros. Chulo this time is putting the work on Lukin Monteverde. Coming in to help him out is Juan Gallegos, trying to give him a bit of space. Lukin he breaks through the men there. There was two of them. It took two Lamar guys to stop him, and one of them may have got in his way. And Lukin, I think, may have got the foul in favor of the UAE. It's not going to be easy to shut down Lukin Monteverde. He's got Gallegos as well. He's working hard to give his 7-goaler the room. And then we saw already we've got Shaker Meta making him passes, so it's really going to be a tough job for Lamar. But they play so well together. Fantastic teamwork they played, especially those two brothers, Juan and Javier Guerrero. Anyway, it's a 60-yard penalty for the UAE and Lukin Monteverde. Well, it's like a torpedo through, and it's just out to the left. Didn't quite get underneath that one. So the scores remain. We had a half-a-goal start with the UAE having an 11-goal team, although it doesn't look at their 11-goal team. So they will start with half a goal. Lamar from the back line with Nena and Chulo. Lofts that one up the front. Once again, Lucas Monteverde read the play like a book, and he gets there first. He's going to try and turn it in front of Simon Roller here. Manages to do so. Takes it now back toward. Does a quick 360. Give himself a little bit more space and back around again. Oh, he's gone around again. And then slow swing. Puts it into the middle. Perfect pass to his fellow professional, Juan Gallegos. He gets it stolen though. And Juan Guerrero, the top scorer of the tournament, lofts a good pass up. Once more, Lukin is there. He's looking for his bro. Lukin gets the backhand, though. Not a very big one. And Simon Roller picks it up and heads toward the goal for Lamar. Followed up by Juan Guerrero. Juan Guerrero gets the under the neck, but it doesn't get through the pack. Goes for a Mexicana under the neck. Big ride-off from Chulo, and he got the better of Lukin there on Nina. Lovely grey horse, that is how it beat Lukin's horse in the ride-off. Strong man as well is Chulo. Well defended from the UAE. The backhand comes in. Chulo, though, claiming the line on Nena. Opens up a backhand. Big backhand. Out to the left it is. The open backhand. Roller's not going to get it before Gallegos. Roller has got it off him, though. Bit of a melee there. Lukin Monteverde reaches over to the near side. I think his horse might have been crossing the line at the time. So the umpires blew it. And Lamar, well, they're inside the 30, so right on the edge by the boards, though. We'll see where the umpires decide to bring this penalty. So they'll take the chance halfway through the Chukker to change horses, with UAE still holding on to that half goal they started with, but Lamar are going to have a penalty. We're going to see where the umpires drop this down, but I expect it'll be an open goal penalty, 30 or 40. Maybe back to the 60. The umpires will discuss this one, whereabouts it'll go. So, well, it's very difficult to pick a winner so far. After the first half, both teams very, very even. Lamar playing beautifully as a team. Two very different setups, different constellations, with Lamar being quite spread out. The two brothers, a 6 and a 4 goaler. And then a 2 and a 0, Simon Roller and Rayan. Versus UAE, which is quite highly sort of stacked, with Lukin on 7 and Juan Gallegos on 4, and then they've got 2 0-goal players, Rishi Bensali and Shaker Meta. course, Lukin won't be able to do it alone. He'll need help from all other three players. Juan Gallego seems to be trying to block for Lukin quite a lot, giving him room. And then watch out for Rishi. When he gets the ball, he can run it down the ground and score as well. He'll put a lot of work in defense too. So they brought this one back to a 60-yard penalty. Penalty 4 because it was out in the corner, not really running toward the goal. So it's come back to a 60-yard defended penalty for Lamar. Chulo Guerrero will take it. He's on a small little bay horse called Lapa. Wow, massive shot and straight. It's going to clear the house. Oh, it's into the garden of the villas, right up onto the terrace there. Wow, look out when Guerrero's playing. Massive shot and straight through. So taking them into the lead by half a goal. Lamar leading 1 goal to a half. Back to the middle we go as the ball goes into the middle, and it's a little header from Simon Roller on that grey horse. Sorry, Guerrero. Juan Guerrero on the grey horse. Leaves it for his bro, just manages to get hold of it, trying to keep it away from Gallegos. Then he makes the pass as Simon Roller goes for it, doesn't manage to get through, and Lukin picks it up. Fakes going left and then goes around to the right. Again, little fake shot before heading off into space out to the right-hand side. Juan Guerrero will be behind him and pick up the loose ball. And he drives one straight forward to his bro on Lapa, who's broken away from Gallegos. He'll take a shot from here. I think he straightened it up enough. Leo, perfect. Wow, very good play straight away. Nicely done there from Juan Gallego, picking up the loose ball and then smacking it straight to his brother as he charges down the field. First time through the goal. Great goal. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to want to get it away from Lukin Monteverde and then get down the ground as quick as they can. So it takes him to 2 goals to UAE's half. In it goes, stopped at the number 2s. Rishi Bensali's in there, gets a good touch onto it. Still he's battling away, Bensali. He's lost his stick there, got caught up on one of the horses. Lukin Monteverde's got some work with both brothers attacking him. One takes a stick, the other takes the ball. And on the attack now is Juan Guerrero on the near side, doesn't get it. Luki is back in charge, but he's had to go over to the near side with a bouncing ball. Again, he's got both Guerrero brothers hassling him. Nice little play there, leaving it for Gallegos. Juan Gallegos now picking up a pass, hopefully, from Lukin. Over the halfway line. And they've all left it behind. Back onto it quickly. Here is Chulo on Lapa. This little bay's done a lot of work already. Richie Bensali's the man to run back in defense, but there's 2 on 1 here. Even if he does get hooked, he's got his brother, but I think he's going to get away from Richie. Richie Bensali does enough. Well played by him. Working back very, very hard in defense and doing just enough to force Chulo to make the mistake and put it out to the left. So he saved a certain goal there, Richie Bensali. So Lukin Monteverde, and quite a lucky let-off. They had a 2 on 1 there, Lamar. Oh no, Gallegos takes this one and makes a pass up to Lukin. They've changed it over a bit. Lukin turns on the gas and comes down the field flat out. Look how that beautiful horse stretches out. He's got past everyone as well. He's running past. Chulo's going to hunt him down, but he's got past everyone. Coast to coast. Lukin Monteverde at the end of the Chukker. Oh, he's gone over the top. Shaker Meta can't quite get back around to it. And Guerrero takes it away in front of the goal. Oh, he's turned it. Richie Bensali's given him some trouble, but Guerrero eventually manages to smash it out of danger. Wow, what a run all the way down the field, and the bouncing ball just beat Luquin Monteverde right in front of the goal. Opens up a backhand there. Lovely shot. It pretty much went forwards, but no one there to pick it up. So Juan Guerrero drives it forward, and that runs out the clock. End of the Chukker. What a Chukker it was. Well, UAE Polo, they started with a half. They're still on the half a goal. Lamar have managed to get 2. So we'll come back in just a minute with Lamar Polo on 2 goals. UAE just on half. Solari waiting now. Kian fills in behind him. But he's had it stolen. His pocket picked by the 7-goaler, Teo Lacau. Somehow he still gets it. Rolls his wrist and picks it up in the air. He's all of those 7 goals, this guy. He's showing his class. He's come alive in this Chukker number 2. Heading towards the goal with just 40 seconds left. Oh, he's over the top of it. Followed up well though by Bounty. Near side, under the neck. Wow, and Luna well and truly back in this game. 3.5 goals to 3.
Navigate winds of change in the investment markets. Make the most of the opportunities. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
Welcome back, everybody, and Polo Liners watching. Here we are back for Chukker number 2, UAE versus Lamar. Out of the line out, Luquin Monteverde has a look behind him, fakes the backhand, takes it forward. Chulo Guerrero's going to put the pressure. Luqui's gone over to the near side. He finds it just as easy either side of the horse, but he's under a lot of pressure. Then he finds the space to get rid of it. Nice pass. Look at that. Straight to the stick of his fellow pro, Juan Gallegos. Gallegos puts a little bit too much onto it, and Simon Roller is there in defense. He's told to turn it around. Waits for Juan, and then unleashes one to the left-hand side for Juan. He comes running onto that, picks it up well. He's got his brother behind him. Chulo, he slaps one down the field right up into the 60-yard line. Sheikha Mather is there back in defense once more. Has a look behind her and, well, wounds up and plays a nice wristy backhand. But it's been put straight back into the danger zone by Lamar as they push forward here. Lamar, Luquin Monteverde claims possession and turns it. Sheikha Mather's gone forward for the pass. If Luquin can get it, she'll be away. There it is. Look at that. Now Sheikha Mather's running down the field. Flat out. It's out to the right. But she's got a bit of time here. It's going to be a tricky shot to get this one straight enough under the net. Gets the angle as well, if anyone can run onto it. Rishi Bensali's trying to claim the line. But first onto it was Lamar. And now they're looking for the counter-attack. Not going to run out too fast. Gallegos, or Roller. He's going to wait for his teammates to get with him a little bit. Now he's going to go for the run. Turn on the gas. Doesn't get past his man. Gallegos is there with a backhand. Luquin gets another little backhand. Claiming the line, though, is Chulo. He drives a good one up forward. Look how well everybody's marking here. Gallegos has got his man there tied up and gets the ball as well. Great defense by him. Waits for his 7-goaler to pick it up. Doesn't manage, and yeah, gives it back to him. Oh, it's a little bit risky here in the goal mouth. Gallegos and Lukin. Eventually, Lukin does come out with it. And again, he spanks it forward up to Shaker Mehta. This is great polo we're seeing here. Shaker now with a bouncing ball, hits it over the halfway line up to the 60. That horse stretches out beautifully. Doesn't get the second one as Chulo waits patiently behind and picks it up to turn it. Rishi Bensali goes for the steal but gets beaten. Chulo now. In turn, smashes it down the field trying to find Roller. There's a couple of Lamar shirts up there, but once more Gallegos is doing very well. Good job in defense. So he takes the man, tries to turn it on the near side, and he's lost it. Chulo's come in to pick it up. He cuts a shot. He's not wasting time, Chulo. He's releasing the ball pretty quick. As soon as Lukin comes toward him, he's keen to get rid of it. And that seems to be a pretty good tactic as they lead 2 goals to UAE's half. Halfway through, Chukker number 2. The players will run back to change horse as they get a free change each Chukker. So the winners of this game will come out their qualification stages with 2 wins out of 2. So they'll directly go through to the semi-finals. The losers of this game, having won their first game, are still in contention. They'll go through to a penalty shootout, which I believe will be on Tuesday. We can have another look at the top scorers. Well, Juan Guerrero still on the top with the 7 goals he scored in the last game. Benjamin Urquiza scored 6 for AM Polo. Bauti Bejo and Thomas Delfino scored 6 each as well for Abu Dhabi. And Marcos Pinello has scored 5 so far this tournament. So Lamar doing very well to hold the UAE Polo team at bay so far. Halfway through the second Chukker, UAE haven't managed to find the goal mouth. So we'll start with a knock-in for the UAE. So Gallegos will take it. Watch out for Lukin. He's going to run across to the right-hand side. Lamar will be keen just to shut him down as soon as possible before he does much damage. He's running faster. He plays beautiful polo. He's so fun to watch. Oh, coming in there was Chulo. And came in front there of Lukin. And, well, the umpires were all over it. Bit of a dangerous play there. He was saying it came off the boards and he was on the new line. Nevertheless, can't be cutting in front of somebody like that. So umpires blew loud and clear. And due to the severity of the foul, they'll take this one right up to the 40-yard, is it? Or 30? 40, I think, yep. So UAE with a very good chance here to get off the mark and take them back within half a goal of this game. Lukin Monteverdi, the man to take it. Well, he's hit that one beautifully. That's right up into the villa of the garden of the villa as well. And so that takes him back to half a goal. 2 goals to 1.5. Back we go. Good ball goes in and it pops out. Here's Ryan. Ryan will take a little backhand there, back into the mixer. Simon Roller's working hard. Lukin is in there as well. Chulo Guerrero comes out with it, but not without a whistle. So a bit of a melee in that after that throw in. And a foul being blown against Lamar means it'll now be a 60-yard penalty for UAE, which gives them a chance to go in the lead by half. Lukin Monteverde tees up the ball. It's high, didn't sound that clean, and it just popped out to the right. Wasn't a great strike, maybe just got a little bit too much underneath it. Came off the cane. So, Lamar hold on to their lead, but only just by half a goal. Chulo Guerrero plays it out to the right to his bro. The top scorer in the tournament. Oh, he's had it stolen there by Lukin Monteverde, who's coming to make ends meet. Now he's heading back toward the goal. Takes a shot, and through it goes. Wow, you can't make those kind of mistakes in front of Lukin Monteverde. What a steal. He took it off Juan Guerrero, and then took a shot with angle. And it just snuck in. So that will put the UAE back into the lead, or into the lead. 2.5 goals to 2 with 1 minute 45 seconds left of the first half. Chulo Guerrero. He's got Lukin Monteverde, so he does well there just to block Lukin, take him out of the play and leave the ball to his other pros. His other pros hit it up though. And Gallegos is there. Gallegos has left it, but that's all right. Lukin is there to pick it up. Oh, no. Lukin made one tap, and then there was a big crash there as Chulo came in. Chulo was saying he shouldn't be turning it like that, but there's no way Chulo should be crashing into Lukin either. And I think I saw a yellow card, did I? The umpires will discuss what to do there, but a dangerous play there. They're trying to shut down Lukin. That's definitely got to be done, but you can't be doing that. And they're going to march them up to the penalty spot for UAE, no doubt. So it's a yellow card given for that one, and a penalty for 60-yard penalty for the UAE. Just getting a bit overzealous in order to shut down Lukin. Well, unconventionally, Lukin walks up to that one and hits the 60 right up over the top from a walk. What a strike of the ball. And now they're in the lead, 3.5 goals to 2. How things can change. They've scored 3 quick goals in the second half of this Chukker, I think. With 1 minute left of the first half. Lamar, having started so well, have to be careful on those fouls. Just look how he just weaves through defense. Lukin Monteverde so well. Now he's going to strike with an under the neck shot, and Shaker Meta is there. It might go all the way as well, though. Not quite enough angle on that shot. Incredible play, though. Just weaving through, giving himself space for that big under the neck shot. We'll get another hit in before the end of the Chukker. Chulo takes it. Juan Guerrero coming in to the right. No, Juan, and then Simon Roller on the left. That pass finds Simon Roller as Chulo now runs up down the middle of the field. He's hard pressed by Gallegos. Juan Guerrero gets beaten by Lukin. Lukin not playing the backhand. He'll turn it, waiting for Gallegos possibly to help him out. 30 seconds left of this Chukker. Now Lukin getting ridden hard by Chulo. Lamar is there with both Guerrero brothers putting pressure on Lukin. Somehow he's the one who comes out with it, but eventually they get it, and the ball was loose. It looked like Gallego was coming onto it. We'll see which way the umpire chooses at the end of that Chukker and the end of that first half. Well, Lamar, they were playing clean, beautiful polo at the beginning. It got a little bit rough and scrappy at the end. They gave away too many penalties, made one or two mistakes, which Lukin Monteverde pounced on. So UAE finding their form again, leading as we go into the half-time. 3.5 goals to Lamar's 2.
I'm very happy. It has changed a lot. I mean, a lot of new players. Everybody is younger than me now, so that's a change, big change. Lots of new houses, new buildings, new fields, new patrons. I mean, amazing, really, really cool. It's moving forward every day. It's nice, actually. I enjoyed a lot last year being outside of, just in the high wall, helping outside, like being on the other side of the boards. It was really cool, really nice to watch everything from the outside. I'm playing also now with the guys, all the medium well, and every polo. Every time I can fit in, they fit me in to play with them, and it's really good, especially to play with the young guys, and they really enjoy playing with. I mean, just every opportunity they have to play, they like to play tournaments or practice or whatever. So it's good. Happy to be here. They're both very passionate. Both, like, they love the game, they love the sport. It was hard for us because they play quite similar, so we put one at the back and one at number 1 today, so they're not racing each other because they compete between them, and that makes them better as well, I think. But they're young, they're strong. I mean, they're passionate. So yeah, no, it's good to play with them. Very nice to play with them. Yeah, well, it's always hard to play against Vitrai. They're a really good organization, good team. I mean, they're tough. These guys, they don't like losing at all. None of them. So they always have different strategies to try to win, and yeah, it's a good win. We are very happy, over the moon, very, very grateful.
Investment opportunities in every direction. Trained eyes will help spot the right ones. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
Okay, so we're starting the second half with a penalty. Lukin Monteverde is going to walk up to this 60. This one's gone along the ground. It looks straight. No, just out to the right. Now, it may have come off a defender's stick. In fact, it has. So we've got a corner. Safety 60 from where it went out. And Lukin will get another bite at the cherry. Chooses to canter this one and hits it spectacularly well. Drops down onto the track behind the goal mouth there. And A well-executed penalty, beautifully executed penalty, high in the sky. Takes them now to 4.5 goals to Lamar's 2. So they've scored the last 4 goals on the trot, UAE, and most of them have been from the penalty spot. Lamar, they're trying so hard to shut them down, which they're going to have to do, but getting a little bit frantic in the process. Anyway, this is Chulo, and he's back on Nena, who had such a good chukker in the first. They scored 2 goals early on. They're back on Chulo. Chulo's back on Nena, the grey. Hits that one up toward the 60-yard line. Luquin Monteverde's read it perfectly. Fakes the backhand and turns it. Look at how that horse just shuts down and turns beautifully. Takes it out to the left before driving one forward to Shaker Mehta, who's free at the front. Chulo's coming back on Nena. Shaker Mehta picks that one up in the air and takes it up into the 60. Bensali's not going to be able to help her. Shaker Mehta takes a shot and she scores. Great goal from Shaker Mehta. She's riding a horse called Simpatica, and she's done fantastically well there to pick up the pass from Luquin Monteverde. Great approach shot and a cut shot to finish. Good work from her and Simpatica. Stretching their lead again now. 5.5 goals to 5. Scoring the last 5 goals. UAE, they took a little bit of time to get going, and now there's no stopping them. And it goes, and Luquin, well, he's picked up the ball but taken it back into trouble. Now he's peeling back out of trouble and taking it across to the right. Chulo and Nena is going to go and put the pressure on. He peels around, back out, this time coming the other way. Oh, he's just so slippery, difficult to catch. Gets the ride off, but eventually Chulo... Well, Juan got the ride off and the backhand. Chulo picked it up behind, and the whistle blew from both umpires. And they dropped the ball in favor of UAE. So it's so hard to stop Luki, and then to stop him and not foul at the same time is even harder. So Juan Gallegos, the 4-goaler for the UAE, will take it. Just inside the halfway line. Shaker Mehta and Richie Bensali are moving around looking for space. Luquin is waiting at the moment. Now he's going for space. Possibly a first-time hit has been called here. Oh, it is, but it doesn't come off well. And Simon Roller, oh, it doesn't get much. He gets a touch onto it, but again, Luquin Monteverde picks it up somehow. Oh, a horse has just fallen down, slipped over there, but she's back up and looks fine. The ambulance will come and check the player, but he's looking pretty good. It's Chulo. He's back up on his feet, so everyone's back up, walking around. That's good. Oh, yeah. So we're kindly sponsored by Century Financial here, this prestigious tournament. It's a great way. It's UAE's #1 choice for investors. You can trade your stocks and commodities and crypto and all sorts. That Century Financial sponsoring this tournament, and they'll be sponsoring the brunch on the final day next weekend on the 19th, a week today. Isa, Zara and Hiba, the future professionals from Pakistan, are here. So Nina will just be taken off and checked. They'll change horses, or Chulo will change anyway, just a precaution, but luckily everyone looks fine. So we'll start, well, it was UAE with possession of the ball, so they'll get a fair play, a drop ball for UAE. Lukin Monteverde hits it. First time. It's a big shot. Running hard and strong back in defense is Simon Roller. He'll just watch that one carefully as it goes over the back line. But only just. Sheikh Meta was there to try and finish it. So Lamar from the back. Looks like Chulo is on Lapa again. That little bay who also played so well in the first Chukker. Only small horse, but doing so much work. Turning the ball there is Juan. Gallegos now, sorry, Guerrero. Juan Guerrero hits it up forward. Lukin Monteverde gets it though and manages to turn it. Weaving in and out, peeling out to the right and the left. He's got a man working so hard on him. He's asking for the foul. Guerrero comes out with it. Lukin may have spotted the line. He's got such a high polo IQ. It's so difficult. He knows all the short plays and the angles. It's so difficult. If you do steal the ball off him, then he somehow makes it in a foul, makes you foul in the process. So they'll go and change horses halfway through this Chukker number 3. And we'll start again with a penalty for the UAE. So also you should download our Polo Line TV app. That's a great place to watch all the polo. Not only can you watch the games on straight off the app, you can also get the highlights are there, the best goals, the interviews with the players. It's a great app to have. We've got Century Financial sponsoring this tournament. It's great to have them as well. UAE's #1 choice for investors. And so we'll start with a 60-yard penalty for the UAE. Lamar having some wonderful plays, but they're up against it against this team. UAE, one of the titans of Emirates Polo. Of course, very, very stronghold here in England and in Argentina. So from the 60, Lukin Monteverde will take it. And we've got just under 3.5 minutes left of the third. 5.5 goals to 2. Slow canter and a slow, massive drive up into the garden as well, but it's gone out to the right. So no goal, score stand, 5.5 goals to 2. Lamar still in this. They've got to shut down, they've got to stop those fouls. They've got to somehow stop Lukin Monteverde, and they've got to find the goal. They haven't found the goal since the first Chukker. Lukin's found that one, picked up that long shot somehow. Roller is in there now for Lamar. On the near side, picks it up, takes it forward. Simon Roller, he's got Guerrero, Juan Guerrero behind him. Chulo and Rian ahead. Juan hits a lovely shot right down the field, right up into the 60. It's out to the right at the moment. Lukin has got Chulo ridden off into the pocket. He'll want to watch that over the back line. He does just that. So better, good work here. That's good work from the Lamar team. Working together, giving each other space. They've got to make the most of having 3 pros on the field against UAE's 2 professionals. Well, there's an early whistle there as potentially one of the players maybe was not 30 yards away. Or he got caught in front of the hitter there. So we'll have a hit from the middle, penalty 5B, UAE. Again, Lamar, just as they start getting things going, they give away a foul, and UAE will take this one with Gallegos from the halfway. Massive shot, high up to the front. Chulo's there to defend, plays an open backhand to his brother Juan. Juan turns it back inside. He's got Richie Bensali on him. He lets the man go past and then hits it nicely back to Chulo. Chulo's coming hard and fast on it, but Gallegos got there first. Doesn't get his backhand. Luki Monteverde, though, is there waiting for it. Simon Rolla came under the swing of Luki, and it's so hard to get the ball off him and not foul at the same time. So another penalty in favour of UAE. This one is from the spot. Let's see what their plan is. Lately, it's been for Gallegos to drive it first time. This time he's going to choose a one-tap toward Roller before hitting it across the middle, right down toward the goal. Shaker Maker picks up the line nicely and has an easy finish here to put it through. That's a great goal from the UAE Polo team. That was the plan, no doubt, and it worked out to perfection. Poetry in motion. Gallegos, one tap to the right, then the perfect pass up onto the middle, 5 yards out. Shaker Mater doing great to break away from her man, slip onto the line, and then had an easy finish in the end. So they're leading and looking very, very strong now. 6.5 goals to 2 here at the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. This will take a win here, will take them straight through to the semi-finals. The finals next Sunday, the 19th. Luki Monteverde. He put the horse into reverse to turn that one and spun around. This is a great horse he is, and then launches it up, and look who's free. It's the goal scorer, Shaker Mater again, up at the front. Here she comes, takes a good shot. It's straight as well. She's got quite a difficult finish with a bouncing ball at 100 miles an hour. It's heading over the line. Gallegos might have been the one to finish it, but UAE now stretching ahead, making things look easy, but it's so hard to play against a team like that when you've got Shaker Mater up at the front and Lukin just dropping bombs down in front of her to pick up. And then, so they're so stretched, it takes the men to come into Lukin. He then releases 100-yard passes up to the front. Shaker Mater with a wonderful approach shot. And then the finish, I think, was Gallegos, may have been the one just to put it over the line. So with 7 unanswered goals, UAE are now winning. 7.5 goals to Lamar's 2 at the end of Chukker number 3. We'll be back in just a minute.
Make sense of market noise. Tune in to right market opportunities. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone. Just like weather, markets are unpredictable. Be ready to take on all market conditions. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
Away, my word, what a drive, and through it goes Lamar. Exactly what they needed. I think it was a pass, but it went the distance. Massive shot there by Chulo. The big man at the back for Lamar drives that huge shot right up over the top and went in the goal. So they creep back one goal there. They've still got a massive amount of work to do. So we got, but yeah, as I was saying, with those two goals from Sheikh Almeida at the end of the third, she was riding a horse called Istanbul. And wow, she did so well to pick up the line, score either way. Now we got Luquin Monteverde. Keep an eye on him on this chestnut horse, Pulsera. Not Lucero, as we mentioned last time, it's Pulsera, the chestnut. So we just got, one of the players has got a bit of cramp, I think, or a bit of pain in his riding muscle. Looks like Juan Guerrero for Lamar. He's going to go and get that checked. He's gone back to the pony lines, not needing the ambulance just yet. Most of these players, a lot of these teams will have physios on the side and personal trainers, masseuses. So we hope he's going to be okay and manage to get back on the field. Juan Guerrero, but we all know the feeling, polo players, when we do our riding muscle, the abductor. And it's not nice. The ambulance will come on and have a look at that. So it wasn't an injury as such. It wasn't a stick or anything like that, but it was just, it seems like it's a pulled muscle or some cramp. Juan Guerrero. And it looks like we're going to get a substitute here, as Juan Guerrero has sadly given up his shirt. Bautista is there, ready to take his place. And best wishes to Juan Guerrero. Let's hope he gets back on and fit again. As the scores stand, Lamar will go through to a penalty shootout. And the UAE goes straight through to the semi-finals. Looks like he's in quite a lot of pain there, Juan. Pretty sore in that riding muscle. Let's wish him all the best and a speedy recovery. So, substitution now. Bautista will come and take the place of Juan Guerrero to finish off this game. And see if he can score the 5 goals that are needed in order for them to come out on top in this game. It's always much more pressure being a substitute onto a team that's winning than being a substitute on a team that's losing. Anyway, we won't count them out. They've got 6 minutes to do so. We've seen it done before. Let's see what Lamar can do. Maybe this is the change they needed. I think they found a shoe or something on the field there. They've just picked something up. Maybe a whip. Anyway, here we go. Bautista, the replacement with the number 1 shirt on for Juan Guerrero. And straight away, he tries to get it, but he gets hooked out from Luquin on Pulsera, this chestnut. Man, this horse can run. Look how she stretches her neck out here to try and get past the man. He's done it. What a horse this Pulsera is. He saves her for last for a reason. Picks up the ball in the air, and through it goes Pulsera. Wow. Wow, just outstanding. Luquin Monteverde. The acceleration she has when she stretches out there and breaks away. Incredible. And 8.5 goals now, just about securing the lead. Still plenty of polo left to be played, but UAE very, very dominant and potentially one of the favourites now after their first 2 convincing wins in the qualification stages. Both of them they've made look quite easy, actually. Anyway, Bautista, the substitute, takes this out of the line out, taps it forward a little bit. He'll leave that one to Chulo Guerrero. Guerrero takes it out to the left. Luquin Monteverde is being blocked. Not allowed to come in toward. There's a nice slow swing there. Lovely pass to Bautista, who's charging down the line with his stick in the air. But Gallegos manages to get a touch on it on the near side. And Rishi Bensali comes in to make a play. He may not have been allowed to make that play. And so the whistle blows and Lamar might get a chance here. We'll see what the umpires choose. Yeah, so it's a penalty in favor of Lamar. Chulo Guerrero to take it. And it's a 30-yarder. So they're back within 4.5 goals, 8.5 goals to 4. the UAE. With just over 4.5 minutes left. Okay, so the ball pops out, and Lamar have won this one, but not for long. Gallegos gets the ball for the UAE. He loses it, though, to Simon Rolle. Rolle now leaves that for Chulo. Chulo hits one up forward for Bauti Bejo. Bejo's coming forward. Gallegos is going to try and stop him. Bejo swings and picks it up in the air. Big ride-off, though, from Gallego. And Bauti unable to straighten things up. Look how that Pulsera stops and turns right just beautifully for Luki, then stands dead still, gives him a chance to slap that down the ground. Doesn't find his man, though. Turning it is Chulo. Chulo then putting it in front of the goal here for Simon Rolla. Chulo now gets another touch onto it and can easily finish it, I think. Round the man he does and puts it through, so it takes another one. Well worked from Chulo there, turning it. He started it off and finished off that goal. 5 goals to 8.5. As UAE seem to be taking their foot off the accelerator a little bit, as they've still got a 4.5 goal buffer. 3.5 goal buffer. The whistle blows halfway through that Chukker, and they'll go and change horses for the very last time. So the next game of the day, horses are just being prepared over there in the pony lines, is El Basha versus AM. Both teams, again, with a win, so they're battling for their place in the semis. I do apologize, El Basha did get beaten in the first, so they'll need to win to stay in with any chance or to get through to the penalty shootout. AM, with a convincing win in their first game, will be looking to go straight through to the semis. Okay, so last 3 minutes of polo to be played in this game. And Chulo for Lamar win the line out. Following it up is Bauti Bejo on this lovely big horse. Now he's sneaking past his man on the near side. Gallegos with a big ride-off on Bauti, does enough to push him onto the side. And Luquin Monteverde on this little dun horse, Gatto. Tiny little horse, but man, can it do some work. Keep an eye out for Luqui's little gelding, Gatto. But Lamar pushing forward. Rishi Bensali in defense. Lamar with a chance here. Bauti Bejo, the substitute, takes a shot, but he runs it over the front of the goal. And gives UAE a little bit of breathing space. They can take a bit of time now, relax, regroup. They won't have to push their horses too much. They can save the energy for the semi-final. Luquin on Gatto. Plays the shot left. Is just managing to reach Gallegos. Now Luqui comes back. Oh, that was good. I'm not sure if it was the plan, but it worked out beautifully. Gatto now coming down that field. That little gelding. Over the top of it he goes, and picking it up is Bauti Bejo. Doesn't manage to. Rishi Bensali gets hooked out there by Simon Roller. who manages to turn the ball for Lamar. Tucking in behind is Bauti. Behind him is Chulo. Chulo with quite a lot of space here. Gallego will wait for him, so he drives it from the halfway line, launches it right up into the air. It drops down in front of Luki, who gets blocked. Bauti Bejo takes a shot for Lamar and gets it in. Good goal from them. Well worked for Lamar. They needed more of that early on. It's 8.5 goals to 6 as they creep back a little bit closer, but with only 1 minute to go and 3 goals. Seems like UAE have this one in the bag. Into the line out. Gallegos. Oh, it doesn't get his back. Oh, well, Chulo came in for the steal, but I think he came round the front in order to make that steal. Umpire Peter Wright explains why he blew that whistle. Came round the front and then came and met it. So, Luquín Monteverde will tee this up on Gatto. Little done gelding. And he's just slowly put that one through. Not gone for the shot, he's gone for the pass. Any UAE players can pick up on it. No, not this time, and it's been met with a vengeance from Bauti Bejo. Up in the air it goes as he goes underneath it. Here now is coming Simon Roller at 100 miles an hour. Gets a little touch onto it, then he runs past Meta. Now, then he runs past Gallegos. Doesn't get the big shot, still quite frantic with 20 seconds left on the clock. Gallegos for the UAE. Doesn't manage to get away with it. Chulo picks it up. It's deep in the corner. Plays it under the next shot. Little Gatto is running on toward the line here with Luquín Monteverde on the near side. Picks it up but doesn't manage to hold on to it. Simon Roller does, but that will end it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for both teams. Let's hear your support. Wonderful game of polo. But the UAE, well, they've had a bit of a slow start and then dominated for the rest of the game and run out the winners. 8.5 goals to 6. A lot of goals we saw today. Some fantastic goals. Field goals, penalties. Beautiful game. We've got to say, UAE Polo might be one of the favourites now, having won both of their first games very convincingly. 8.5 goals for UAE. Lamar 6. So with Lamar, they started well in the first Chukker. They ended the first Chukker 2-0, and UAE had not managed to get off the mark till some time. Then the second Chukker was where UAE finally woke up. They scored 3 goals in that, so they ended up 3.5 to 2. In the third Chukker, they then stretched their lead to 7.5 goals to 2. And in the last Chukker ended 8.5 to 6. So the Lamar, they started with 2 goals, and then they didn't manage to score in the second or the third Chukker. And UAE Polo did all the work in Chukker 2 and 3. Once they were 7.5 goals to 2, they knew they could take their foot off the gas a little bit and cruise through to the semi-finals. So UAE are now the first team of the tournament to reach the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup semi-finals. So the groundsmen are kindly stepping onto the field to repair it. We have another game coming up in just a minute. Al-Basha versus AM. So Al-Basha, like I mentioned, they didn't manage to win their first game. They got beaten by Abu Dhabi, I think it was in the first. So they will need a win here to stay in contention. It'll take them through to the penalty shootout. AM, they had a fantastic first game and they won it. Looking very, very strong indeed, with some impressive horsepower. And so they will, a win for them today in this next game will take them straight through to the semi-finals. And if they lose, well, they'll still have a chance to go through via the penalty shootout. Here we can see the highlights here. Lucky Monteverdi getting the steal there and slotting that goal. Man, is this guy good. Playing off 7 goals this year here in the UAE, but on his way up. This is a fantastic pass to Sheikha Mehta, who in that third Chukker scored 2 goals on that horse, Istanbul. Great play from her, picking up the passes from Lukin and from Gallegos. The team really starting to connect well. There it is, picking up that one and scoring another goal. Sheikha Mehta must have had a great fun today playing with that team. And here's Lucky Monteverdi. That was an amazing goal. Keep an eye out for that horse as we go through. Pulsera just shines bright. I love the way she runs, stretches her neck out in front of everybody. Very, very hard to stop. So we'll have a look here at the stats with UAE Polo with a dominant victory, 8.5 goals to 6. Field goals, there's 5 of those were field goals. The last toward the end, the first bunch of UAE's goals were actually penalties. That's where Lamar let themselves go a bit at the beginning. Lamar scored 4 out of their 6 goals from field goals, which is nice. Lamar actually scored 1 more throw-ins, which is unusual given the scoreline. And there it is, 10 fouls by Lamar to UAE Polo, just 5. UAE Polo, that's one of their strengths actually in their first 2 games. They've made 3 fouls in their first game and only 5 fouls in this one. Beautiful polo, of course. It's a very well organized setup that's been around for many years, run by Sheikha Mehta. She's been supporting that man, Lucky Monteverdi, since he was a little boy. And how far he's come. So Century Financial sponsor this wonderful tournament, the UAE Polo Federation Cup. It's one of our big 12-goal tournaments here, and we'll be back very shortly for our next game. Just stay tuned. We'll be back in 20 minutes.